Welcome, Aries and Aries cross watchers, to your mini weekly love reading. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend and that your week is shaping up to be a good one. We're going to get you, your person, and the situation between you. Aries, I'm actually kind of seeing here that you seem to want to... It's almost like you're trying to get yourself to see something, which is a strange sentence to say, I'll be honest. It's almost like you are trying to convince yourself that a positive outlook, or like not that you should have a negative outlook, but it's like a positive opinion of a certain situation. It's almost like you're trying to convince yourself that that's not the case. It's almost like this energy of you can see yourself going towards something that has the potential to hurt you, and you're trying to stop yourself, but it's almost like you're kind of at war, or not at war, but doesn't feel like it's quite that potent. It does feel like it's a bit of a struggle. It's almost like you're trying to argue with the a version of you. I almost want to say that, like, that fell for people's nonsense. You know what I mean? It's like before you gained the wisdom that you have now, it's almost like you're trying to tell that version of yourself to stop looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. But that version of you it's almost like it kind of comes back with, well, yeah, but not everything is bad. You know what I mean? So there's this real kind of back and forth, and it's almost this energy of, I'm kind of hearing that whatever's going on here, it's almost this energy of you're going to continue to act in a manner that is more congruent with this positive outlook person. But I feel like it's almost this thing where you seem to be letting that part of yourself steer the ship, knowing full well that if it goes off track or somebody steps out of line, this other part of you is going to come out. And it's like the sky is going to darken, and it just feels like it would be, how do I say this? I feel like people would get the side of you, it kind of feels like that you feel they deserve, which is not the side of you that gives the benefit of the doubt. It's the side of you that calls people out on their shiz and does not let people kind of wriggle out of other situations. And not that this version of you does necessarily. It just feels like this one gives people the benefit of the doubt. This one, it's almost like it's almost that energy of somebody does something a little bit off one time, and this version's like, okay, that was a little strange, but it doesn't necessarily, what is that saying? Correlation doesn't mean causation. So it's like, just because something seems like it could be related, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. And so it's like you're giving something the benefit of the doubt here, but I feel like if those stack on top of each other, right? Like that's not something that you're going to be continuing to do if more information comes that would indicate otherwise. Okay, so whoops, what is going on with Aries person? What's going on? Oh. Okay. Okay. Aries. I actually, like, if you could see my face, I might actually be blushing right now. I don't know who this person is or what's going on with them outside of this connection with you, but they are so it's almost like they're mesmerized by you. Um, it's, hold on for a second. They are mesmerized by you, but I feel like they may be a little bit, it's like either they're afraid because they know that this is the side that they've seen, right? Or it feels stronger that it's almost like, not that they feel they have to tiptoe around you because you're so volatile, or it's nothing like that. It just kind of feels like this person's a little bit scared of you. Not in a way that, you're going to do anything to, inflict harm on them or something, but it's almost like they may have seen that other part of you come out. And because the, the rose colored, or the face that you present to the world is something so different, it's almost like they can't get away from you. They certainly don't want to. But it's almost like they feel like you could overtake them, and that's intimidating. And not that you need to change that, of course. But I'm hearing that they're kind of transfixed on you. You know what I mean? It's like when they kind of stare at you the way that they are, it's almost like they're in a trance. It's like if somebody was standing next to them trying to get their attention, they'd be kind of like, hey, what's going on? And this one wouldn't really even hear other people talking to them. It's that kind of an energy. Excuse me. And I feel like this person, it's almost like they're kind of deciding if it's worth the risk, in that I feel like this person, if they are a past person, they may be. I know not everybody wants to hear that. It doesn't feel like it's something that was like long term and it ended terribly and there's all these strings and complications. It doesn't feel like that kind of a past person. It feels like somebody that, it's almost like if you have been kind of shooting people down, or that doesn't feel like it's the right phrase. If you have been kind of pushing people away or rejecting people, if they've been, asking you out, this person wants to shoot their shot. But they seem to feel a little more intimidated than others because they know more about you. And I was getting this vibe of like, they're not sure if they deserve this version of you. I am going to say the attraction to you is real strong. I feel like this person is kind of holding that part of themselves back, right? It's like you can see the lion back there. It's almost like the animalistic part of them. They have a good handle on it. It doesn't feel like this is somebody that lets themselves get out of control. But that lion is, they're not acting on the passion that they're feeling, but you would be foolish to think it's not there. I'm not calling you a fool, of course. But it's like, it's there. And it's almost that energy of, it's like the first couple of seconds that somebody looks at you, you can usually see the truth in their eyes before they hide it again, right? And it's almost like this person would be looking at you like you are the tastiest snack they can find. It feels to them that you're this kind of diamond in the rough. And they seem to feel like they have, it's almost like they kind of want to scoop you up before anybody else realizes what you actually have to offer. You know what I mean? And it's like, and they're just a little bit intimidated. It's almost that energy of like they're trying to psych themselves up. I'll give you an example. I am terrified of spiders. I just am. It is what it is, okay? If there's a spider and it's big, I have to like, it's just a spider. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna put a cup over it, and we're gonna and then I slide the paper out because I don't like to kill them, but I really gotta talk myself into it. And it's not that the spider is gonna do anything. You know what I mean? There's just kind of this fear. Anyway, that's my thing. But it's that kind of like psyching themselves up. Listen, you're not a spider that they want to capture and release to the wild, okay? But you are someone that, it's almost this energy of like, if you're someone that doesn't put up with people's nonsense, and it's like, and maybe they've seen people come in and try like those cheesy one-liners, or, you know, trying to manipulate you into going out with them or giving them attention or something like that. And it's like, and you see people BS coming a mile away. It's almost like this person seems to feel that, I want to say conquering you, but not in a negative way. Okay. That kind of conquering the situation, right? It's like, it's going to take, it's almost like it's a challenge that they know they can meet, that they can accept. They're just trying to psych themselves up to do it. So we're just going to pull. Actually, you know what? Okay. I think we're just going to pull a clarifier on the King of Wands, and then I'll close out the reading here. Okay. Hold on for a second. Because it kind of landed this way and then spun around, or it landed this way and then spun around that way. So either way, okay? Whether this is upright or it's reversed, it actually feels like pretty well the same energy that the cards were talking about before. It's almost like this person sees you as their counterpart, but they're intimidated because they're not sure that you won't be more powerful than them. And not that they would have a big problem with that sort of thing. It's more like they want someone that they can kind of go neck and neck with, and they're not sure. It's almost like they don't seem to know you quite well enough to know if they can keep up with you. It's almost, it actually feels, it's a very sweet, listen, I don't know if there's a past between the two of you, but this is a very sweet energy to me. It's almost like this person doesn't quite know if they would be good enough for you, if they would be able to give you enough. It's like they wouldn't want to be around you and drag you down. And not like, you know, oh, they're going to make you feel sad. It's like they don't want to be somebody that limits you, right? They want to be somebody that, hold on. They want to be somebody that inspires you, and in turn is able to be inspired by you, right? It's like that's what they want. And I feel it's almost like they're a little bit nervous. I'm seeing, this might be very specific, but it's like their hands might get a little bit shaky if they're having a glass of water or something like that. And I feel like every other part of them is well controlled. It's just that. So I think I'll leave it there. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful. I hope that it brought you some clarity. Having a mental block here. For those of you that are new, I usually upload on Thursdays and Sundays, and for those of you that are subscribers or have been here for a while, I do apologize that I wasn't on the regular schedule, but because I was sick, but back to normal now. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.